Hello and welcome back to Mini Motorways. Today I'm going to be playing Zürich, which currently my best score is 1221, and our goal is to get to 2000 plus. Ultimately, anything higher than that would be great. Secret side goal of 2500 plus, but that's not, no pressure. No pressure there. We're just trying to do 2000. Let's go ahead and jump into it. I haven't played this game in a while, or this particular map in a while, so I don't even remember what it looks like. So we're just gonna roll with it here and build this out. I'm gonna connect that there. If you are unfamiliar with this game and want to know a little bit more about it, I kind of go in detail about what this game is, how it works in my prior video, so you can watch that. It's my Mumbai video that goes into detail, and I talk about a little bit of my strategy and a little bit of like how the game actually works. So if you're already familiar with that and you're here, great. And so that means you already know that this needs some reworking on my side. So essentially I'm going to kind of rework this a little bit. I probably could have kept that road there actually. Thought it was going to be a tight fit, but I can work with that. Do this. Oh, I don't want that. The new feature that's included in this map is that we have these are mountain regions. You may already be familiar about the rivers, just because in our Mumbai episode we had bridges to cross the rivers. Now we have these mountain regions where we have tunnels that can go through the mountains and make things a little bit faster. The downside about the mountain regions also is that you can't have highways go over the mountains. So they do add quite a bit of an obstacle in these types of games, which is probably why my score before was not that good. But it's also probably because I haven't played this map since I've kind of enhanced or gotten a little bit better with my technique. So we're gonna see if my new techniques have really truly improved my gameplay and see if we can get above 2000 here. Tunnels are pretty hard to come by and very important with the mountain worlds, so I'm going to use the tunnel, or I'm going to grab the tunnel so that way we have those on hand. We're going to let this play through a little bit, see what happens here. Okay, this is a cool little annoying thing that just happened. So we need to change this up a little bit. This actually ends up being okay, I think, because I can attach that yellow one there. Oof, I do not have the space yet. It'll expand out eventually, and I will get the space for it at some point, but I currently don't have the space for this. We're going to temporarily attach this up here and do that. And then I'm actually going to use a tunnel for pink and have it go through. I don't want to go through that way. Like this. And around like that. And that ought to do it. So once this expands out a little bit more, I'll change the... Oh, just like that, it'll expand out very quickly. Oh, I did this. Doing this all wrong. I am not going to be able to do this the way that I thought. Get rid of this for now. Because we're going to attach this one instead. Sometimes I think about things in my head and I just kind of do it without thinking sometimes. So I didn't even think about this guy he's not cutting through the pink pathway to get to that one. Holy moly. Complicating things quite a bit here. Yellow is. There's not really a great way to do this at all, unless I had a tunnel of sorts. I do have a bridge. That bridge is not going to help either. Alright, we're going to have to do this the way that I don't like. And connect that like so. This will supply, this will be fine. Man, it truly has been a while since I've actually done this map, so there's a lot of craziness that I'm having to adjust for, but we'll figure it out. We'll work through it. It'll be fine. Okay, so pink spawned in here. It looks like the pink houses. I do have one pink house up here. I'm gonna bring that down. I do have a bridge. I'm just gonna bring that one down like that. Then we're gonna expand our road tiles. We don't really need the roundabout right now, so I'm just gonna do that. This building might be requesting more, quite a few blips. It might be okay with just those two. Holy moly. This is not great. We don't have a great way to connect those. We're out of tunnels right now. The only way we can absolutely make this work is using this bridge, which is a temporary solution here. But we just need to get blue over here, and we only have this one bridge to do it. Gonna do that in the meantime. This blue is probably sufficient for this. So I probably could get rid of this. I'm gonna leave it. It's not causing issues right now, so we're gonna leave it for now. The map is starting to expand outward, which means we might get another structure building. Could be one down here coming up. Could be one up here now as well. I think they avoid spawning on the outermost square. Like, at least they do with houses. Like, they don't spawn houses in the outermost rectangle. So, this did exactly what I expected. But the good thing is we have motorway option, bridge option. Gonna go motorway. Those are always gonna be the best. But let's see if we can kind of rearrange things a little bit here. So we're out of bridges. Otherwise, I would bring this over to here and have this be its supplier. And I would essentially get rid of this pink road. Have this yellow feed here, get rid of the pink, navigate it around, and do that like that instead. What I can do, actually, is have this one come down. Doesn't look like it's being utilized. And bring this up like that. And do that for the time being. I'll change it after some time. There's going to be a lot of rework happening already in like future time periods, so I'm not really worried about some of the stuff that I'm doing right now because we'll rework it. If I'd guess the next structure, like I said, could be one up here, could be as I say that, run out there. This now is like the opportunity to use the highway, so I'm glad I didn't use it yet because we got mint colored houses spawning down here and this all the way up here. So we're gonna go ahead and get this established and feed it. Can't go through mountains, so we're gonna feed it up here and do that, and then do that and that. Perfect. I don't know why, but I like to try and avoid connecting the highway directly to the structure. I don't know why I do that. I think it's because I'm always worried there's going to be like a traffic problem, but there's not going to be a traffic problem because it's connecting directly and there's no intersection. So I don't know why I don't actually connect it to the actual piece. And maybe I will. But sometimes it's not really a deal breaker with time to actually do that. If it becomes a problem later, we'll address it. Okay, we have bridge now. So I'm going to select a bridge. Now let's reassess and figure out how we want to approach this. Mint is okay. Mint is fine. We had yellow upgrade to level 2 structure, which is also fine because we have all these that can supply that. That's not a concern. This is not a concern. It's more yellow, and blue, actually. We have one bridge that we can work with here. Blue technically is okay, probably being supplied by one of these bad boys. So we're gonna have him do that, and then if it becomes a problem to do that, then we'll add more. I think I want to use my bridge here. Ooh, if I can. Can I cut through here? Ooh, I can. Perfect. I'm gonna have that. So that should be enough to supply this for now. And then this single structure only really needs one, perhaps maybe two. We will keep the second one connected. And then what we can do is rework pink. I'm gonna work this like that. Actually, I prefer it to be like that. I'm gonna rework pink so it goes up like this, and and technically bring it up this way. Get rid of that like that and have it do that. That's gonna be a cluster later. Could be a problem. We can actually fix that and do... I hate it when it does that. Have it... No, I think I still want it outputting here. So maybe... Oh, crap. And technically I used my tunnel replacement here, and so I don't have a tunnel to use. It's kind of stupid. We just have to wait for them to finish their travel here, and get that tunnel back. Oh, and of course, as soon as I rearrange everything, this levels up to level 2 structure. So we're gonna have to resolve that. That's actually gonna be kind of chill, because once we get a bridge, hopefully we can take these guys, migrate them over here, and then maybe migrate these back up to there and redo pink. I'm not gonna redo pink right now just because I need to supply this and we don't have the structure in place yet to do any of that. So we're just gonna make sure pink is solid. It's interesting that this... Is that connected? It's interesting that this didn't move first to go satisfy the pink structure requirement, but that's whatever. We're going to X-nay this whole plan and bring those over here because now we have this. And so we're going to bring blue up like that early and then bring yellow up that to address that. Ooh, this is fun. This is a fun little addition up here because this allows us to move that there, and technically this should be enough to supply this here. Now, what we could do here is could actually... Let me rework this a little bit. We could do this. I'm gonna bring this down. I don't like to connect this from two different ways, but we need to add more supply to the structure and we'll bring that back in like that. That way we just have more just in case we need to keep this active. We're most likely going to change the orientation or the configuration of this yellow thing that we have here. This is wonderful. This is great. We don't have a bridge. A good thing it's Friday, which means we have a couple more days until we get our next upgrade, which is good because hopefully we can get a bridge or something. Like the fact that we have this here, these two blue things are here, like kind of a problem. A highway / bridge would be ideal. We also have this random ass blue thing here. That's not really gonna serve us at all. Ooh, we got nothing that we wanted. We got a tunnel and a roundabout. That's not good. So the best thing that we can do here, again, another situation that I absolutely hate. The best thing that we can do is literally this. And like, this is a good solution for the time being, but we'll definitely have to change it later. Do the best we can with what we have. So that's what we're trying to do here. Okay, this should be fine. This will be a fine adjustment. What I'm gonna do here is take away some of these and migrate this there. So we still have 4 going to the level 2 structure. And then since we have a tunnel, we're gonna go ahead and build out a tunnel to supply that pink, and that should be fine. Oh, and we got this. That's kind of nice. And then we got another pink to help supply this. Okay, let's keep an eye out for where the next structure could be. So this is limiting for now. This could potentially spawn something. We might get something over here. We might get something over here, actually. This will be probably a spot where stuff could spawn. Also, down here is very open and very possible for things to spawn down there. I don't know how close they will do it down here. You never know. We'll just have to kind of wait and see. Let's let this play out a little bit, kind of watch things go here. We're gonna go ahead and snag ourselves a motorway, and the map has expanded a bit, so let's take a look and see where things could potentially spawn again. Definitely now down here, still here, potentially here, which would be a little bit annoying. Potentially here, depending on if they spawn on the outside border. Not sure. But we have a highway now, and we should probably see if we can figure out potential changes to our network. Right now, things are actually doing fine. Like, things are actually okay traffic-wise. Like, even though the blue and the yellow are kind of intertwined here, that's not really causing any problems. So we're gonna hold off. We don't really want to start changing major things until things start to cause a problem. This is a good example, I guess, of things that are just causing a little bit of a snag. We don't have any bridges, unfortunately, so we are going to have to establish a highway if possible. Before I do that, actually, let me get the homes established. Go ahead and do the highway. This is going to be the teeniest highway to ever exist. But until we get a bridge, this is going to have to be our solution. It's very interesting to me that this is not the closest house to that. Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. Like, does it have to be directly connected like that in order for it to work? I guess so. That's such a weird thing. Anyway, we had another structure spawn, as I suspected, in this area, and luckily we do have some yellow structures, or yellow houses rather, to help supply that. Could do a tunnel down. That could work, but let's do roads for now. It also kind of controls a little bit of the spawning. Like, adding tunnels into here would open up the space for more spawning, which is like, would be fine, but also could spawn some structures that maybe we don't necessarily want. Okay, so this developed into a level 2 structure, and it looks like we still have plenty of houses to meet these requirements, so I'm not really worried about that leveling up right now. Ooh, bridge. Okay, we have a tunnel. Let's get this bridge, and let's kind of think about this. We can make some adjustments here. The most obvious one is changing this one to a bridge. We could also use the bridge to bring some of these blues. I was gonna say bring some of these blues down here, but then we'd have to move that one up there, and it's a little bit blocked. So we kind of have to keep blue up there. This is, let me connect this through, because this is starting to have, I'm not gonna say it's starting to struggle, but it's starting to have a lot more blips than normal. I connected up this yellow one just to help supply that. But I am concerned that this will start to get too much too quickly, especially because these are considered intersections here, and so things get kind of slow up in this area. Specifically this is an intersection. I wonder if it's just better to take this highway away and build out a bridge. Keep the highway for later emergencies. Ugh, it won't let me connect these because that highway needs to go away. There it is. Okay, so now we have a highway back. So that could become handy. We're going to also attach that into there, just so we have more supply going into there. Okay, this leveled up to level 2 structure. So we're gonna add that yellow one into the mix. Since they're very close to that structure, ultimately I think 3 would be enough. But you never know. This game throws you so many loops, you don't even know what's gonna happen. For time savings, I am gonna bring this down here. The game, oh fuck, I accidentally deleted the highway, and I don't have one readily available yet. That's stupid. Tunnel's gonna be valuable here. Alright. Connect that up. This structure is starting to request a few more Few more vehicles, few more houses. Man, yellow all over the place is so demanding. And the thing is, we literally have like yellow houses. Almost all of our yellow houses supplying something. We have like one yellow house that's really not connected to anything. But I do think it's the end of the week rush. Usually there is kind of like a big old rush during the week at the end of the week. And so it's probably because we're at the end of the week here. And so these yellow buildings are kind of requesting more because of that. Oh, we have these blue houses here. We can go ahead and connect those to that blue structure there. Oh my gosh, this kind of... I got a tunnel. This is not a big deal. I just gotta panic first, you know what I'm saying? Oh, okay. They were preparing me for this. Okay. We can do another tunnel. I'm gonna do it this way. Oh jeez, I hate it. I started the tunnel over here, so it's making me finish it over there. Alright, big tunnel going through there. That will be sufficient. That should do it. Okay, that's cool. Ooh, motorway or 30 tiles. Motorway's gonna be ideal. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. That's insane. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. We got plenty of houses that are actually supply that, so it's okay. Not worried about it. This one can go there, which is great. Man, this is a little bit clustery. We're gonna... I can't attach this anywhere except here. We're gonna attach that there and then move that up. That way we have 4 going in that direction. There's gotta be something I'm gonna do here that's gonna fix something. It's tough. I do want to keep the blue supply here. I'm gonna need to... I don't have any tunnels left either, so that's unfortunate. Otherwise, I would do something to kind of finagle that. We'll figure it out at some point. We aren't super pressed to figure it out right now, so it's not that big of a deal. Ooh, that's fun. That's a good attachment point there. That's really close to that. This is starting to request more vehicles, so I'm going to attach some more. I'll disconnect that and attach that so I have a continuous row. But I want to attach more here, and then that, we'll leave that like that. I don't want to connect that car yet until I need it. Getting a lot of these up here that are all just supplying this. This upgrades to the level 2 structure. We're gonna be set. We're gonna be good. Okay, we have a bridge. We have a bridge. What can we do with this bridge? This pink here honestly is causing the most trouble, unfortunately. If we had pink somewhere else in here, then we could make it work, but we don't. Connect that through. I didn't even see that pop in. It looks like this house is still supplying blue, but that's only because this is technically closer. I could technically get rid of this road because we have plenty of houses to supply. I am going to get rid of this road because I want to connect this, because this one looks like it's kind of on the verge of struggle, and I want to have as many houses as possible with this color. So we'll have that fixed there. As far as the yellow situation, this yellow, that's kind of its own deal. Can't really change anything about that. This one seems to be okay for now. It's this whole thing here. Can't do any highways over the mountain, so it's not like I can take a highway and attach it there, because that's not going to work. Honestly, the strategy that I'm seeing play out here, and this may come back to bite me in the ass later, but what I'm seeing as a possibility is bringing these, I have a bridge now, so bringing these down here, supplying that super close, and then using a highway to connect this to that. And then that way, yellow can have its own stream of houses feeding into their building. I think that's going to be my approach here. It might end up messing me up later because we are limited to these 3 houses for this blue, but we don't also know if there's going to be more blue spawning in. So we're just gonna adjust this like this. Again, this might end up screwing things up, but never know until you try. Connect those up. Those are the closest. So we're going to let those vehicles finish their trip, and then I will attach a highway here, connect that there, and I'm actually going to connect it there. I think that'll be fine. And then that way I could do that and eventually delete that road and it'll be okay. So it'll go over the edges of mountains. I think it's this white part that like, I mean, you can wiggle them on there, but I think you can't like build it directly over. It'll cause some problems. Okay, so let's pause here. So these are now supplying that. Is this still heading up there to supply? Is it still requesting more? Or is it just making a trip? I'm going to delete this now. And hope for the best on that one. And then connect that in. Get rid of that. We can technically pull that off to the side. Not worry about that. Ooh, yellow's starting to look really crazy. We should, this is also going to be kind of messy, but I'm going to go for it anyway. Attach that there so that way this stream of housing can also feed into that if needed. Not ideal, like I said, but we're going to work with it still. Ideally, I would like to have this feed up here somewhere, but I know as soon as I bring it up here, that technically is, that'll be fine. It's an intersection, but I think it'll be okay. Ooh, we have this. That's exciting. That'll help things out a little bit. That is annoying. That is so annoying. Holy, that's dare I say detrimental to, well, maybe not detrimental. Stupid, but not detrimental. Alright, we're able to make this work. Okay, took some time, but we made it work. That's whatever. That'll be fine. That works out great. Perfect. Okay, this is going to supply this. Oh my lord. So that's actually supplying that quite a bit, which is fantastic. Hopefully that means that I can start to destroy these and actually use these for more important things up here. Okay, this can probably go away now, actually, because we have these and these two feeding into level 2 structure. These 4 connecting into 1. I think that will kind of fix things. This is actually helping out a lot with that happening there. Ooh, motorway. Oh man, this is fantastic here. This is helping us a lot, adding this in here. Just adding it super close to that structure. This guy is going to not be a problem because I can bring him down and around. Is it going to be an intersection? Sure, but that's fine because I need more to go into here. Okay, so this is fine. Do that. This, on the other hand, upgrading, not good. We're gonna have to take the pink up here and bring it down here. So we're gonna have to incorporate a highway for sure into this situation. These pinks are gonna become obsolete. We're not gonna need them anymore because there's absolutely no way that we're going to have them feed into this. It's not enough. It's not enough. So, ooh, are we going to be able to do that? Oh, we can. It's just going to be kind of tight. We have to fit it. Can't go over the mountain, so we're going to have to go around. So let me reassess what's happening up here. I haven't been paying attention as to what exactly is going on up here. This a 4. That's fine. That's like that. That's also fine. Let's bring this here. Can I put that there? I can. how close can I get? Okay. So that one's yelling at me there. I see ya. I hear ya. Okay, so it'll let me go there with it. I don't like hairpin turns, but that's the closest we can get as far as travel. So we're gonna have to do that. And then we'll get our bridge back. Move those there. And see how this plays out. Ooh, this is a problem now. This is requesting more blue. But here's what we can do. Another situation that I'm not necessarily gonna like, but it will be fine. At least we're getting another house being supplied. There, that's what's important. Everything else seems to be okay. This pink one's requesting a lot. So we have this one, this one, this one, this one. A couple up here that are actually going in that direction. Where the heck are these blue ones going even? Man, blue is still requesting a ton. How can we fix that? I have a highway, but I don't really want like 3 streams of blue going into this one place. Maybe let's see if it'll catch up and work itself out, maybe. Tunnel or bridge, tunnel or bridge, tunnel or bridge. Tunnel or bridge. Honestly, I think a tunnel maybe? Will a tunnel be good here? Ugh, I don't really know at this point. It's gonna be tough. Maybe tunnel. I had to decide. I'm gonna add some stuff up here just to prevent spawning of buildings up there because there's some spots that could. There also could be one down here, which I don't want that either. Ugh, okay. Blue is teetering back and forth between satisfied, unsatisfied. So we need to figure out... Oopsie, I did not mean to do that. We need to figure out how to satisfy this section. Now, we have a highway. That's gonna be... I hate to say it, but probably our best bet is to just bring vehicles in. Which is stupid, but we gotta resolve this in some way, and that should help a lot. Hopefully, we got our 2,000 trips. See, this is why I didn't want all these vehicles in here, because now there's a problem with the traffic, and now this one is causing problems, bruh. This whole situation is absolutely a mess. I don't even know, like, this whole intersection problems. It's slowing down everything. And this up here also, this is where I would have wanted a bridge, probably. Probably should have gotten the bridge to bring that over to help, but I didn't think I would need the help. I got this. It's about to be... Ooh, a motorway. Motorway. Can we fix this? I really don't think there is a great way to fix this. Man, the only thing I can think of is to connect that back up. Just to supply another house there. I have to destroy this because that intersection at the front of the freeway is going to be an issue. It's slowing stuff down quite a bit. And this is going to throw things for a loop. This is probably going to break the game, but at this point I don't have a choice. Hopefully that will reduce the intersection problem. This is still yelling at me too. My hope is that this will reduce the intersection problem because now instead of like 3 entryways, There's one, this is a single pathway. It's going to increase the time it takes for these guys, but it's hopefully less traffic. Hopefully less traffic to get there. I also don't know how critical I feel like this house is pretty critical to helping this. It's causing a slowdown though, so part of me is wondering, like, I don't know if it's actually going to be super important. I'll go ahead and attach that in there. Part of me is low-key wondering if I temporarily get rid of this this connection just to reduce intersection and increase. Like, I wonder if it's really that much of a slowdown. Oh, and great, now this pink one is requesting a lot. This pink one's about to request a lot too. What can I do to save this? I currently have 4 houses going into it. All of these are being utilized. Well, except for this isn't being utilized. Okay, so we're going to let's flip destroy some of these. Basically flipping some of these so the source is different. So these 4 will supply this. These will supply that. 1, 2, 3. Hopefully that's enough. And then we will bump these up to there, which again will do that'll be an intersection that hopefully won't be too bad. So we still have this little conundrum. I can't tell if it's like slowly getting better. This one is gonna... things are starting to collapse at this point, it looks like. This pink one, hopefully, is starting to get better. This blue one is still not. Is there anything we can do here? This is starting to become a problem. There's so many vehicles going into that, and it's starting to become a problem. I am running out of space to add these in. I mean, now what we can do, actually... Oh, I should... can I do that? Can I do that still? I can't really do that. I was gonna say I could attach this blue one in a different spot. I'm gonna do that, I think. So at least it takes the intersection... Oh, fuck. Damn it. I hate it when it does that. Oh, no. Oh, fuck. I'm gonna have to take that away temporarily. I don't think I'll be able to fix this in time. Especially because I'm getting yelled at by so many different structures and buildings and stuff. And this bridge isn't going away. There's that, there's that. This is yelling, this is kind of yelling. This is yelling down here. That's hard to fix. This is yelling. This is about to yell. Getting to the point where we can't really fix anything here. I can't move any highways. It will literally ruin everything. We can attach that. It's not optimal, but yeah, this is about where it's gonna break. We're just gonna let this play through. I don't see anything that we can do to fix or slow down issues. These pink ones are getting... and they are sending out as much as they can. I just don't have the pink houses in the right spot to be able to bring stuff over. And blue, this blue is a little bit better. We were able to kind of save that one, which is good. Which one is going to collapse first? That's the question. Of course, the one that we can't supply anything to, really. I don't think there was a way, at least. We probably could have... what did we have left? We might have had a highway left, and we maybe could have brought something down here. But honestly, that would have only given us a few more travelers to supply, because these other ones are they were doomed to, you know, collapse also. Anyway, we did reach our goal. We actually got above 3,000, which is fantastic. It's above our 2,000 goal and above our 2,500 goal as well. So ultimately we did meet our goal and we were successful. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys for watching and I'll see you next time.